Something really bad happens in your life when you watch too much short form content. And today I want to break that down. So if this is you right now, then listen up, because it's not the usual lack of focus, losing energy, and comparing yourself to other people, because these are all natural side effects of consuming too much short form content. Today I want to talk about something entirely different that is decaying your life without you even realizing. And it's very important that you become aware of it so that you can take this to this. And this is basically you consuming short form content, and this is you using it to your advantage. And that's the difference between these two guys right now. And what I want to break down first though is this idea of short form. By the way, really good drawing, right? I'm just gonna sadly wipe this off. Before I do jump into helping you actually turn this around, I want to actually show you kind of something that I heard from Charlie Morgan's video, which is where this was inspired from, this whole idea. He kind of broke down short form content in a way that was like quite spectacular actually, and it made me never want to watch it again. But what I want to do is I want to add to what he said and give you a way that you can actually turn short form content into a positive for yourself rather than it just being a negative. So I'm just going to break down the theory that he gave, which was something called, this was the phrase he used, which I thought was really powerful and explains short form content to a T. And by the way, there's different forms of short form content, lots of different forms. And just general like brain rot content is what you shouldn't be doing. But he explained it as scrolling through emotions. So if you imagine all of these different brains, this is your brain at different times of the day, and there's probably 5 to 30 seconds between each one. So we're looking at this one here, we fill up some dopamine. This is video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, video 5. Bit of dopamine hit, more dopamine on the second video that we watch, another lot of dopamine on the third video that we watch, more, and so on, all the way to video 5, right? And you can do this for hours and hours and hours. This is just a small example of what's actually happening. So on video 1, you might be sad because you might watch something that makes you feel sad. You might watch someone get killed. You don't know what it is. You know, there's all sorts of videos on short form, especially if you go on Twitter. Those Twitter ones are, they're crazy. But yeah, then you might go to the next video, you might be happy. And then you might be frustrated. Then you feel inspired. Then you feel demotivated. And what's happening is within a matter of seconds, you're jumping from one emotion to the next. And this is not good for our brains. This can make us not enjoy normal things like going to the gym or doing something hard. Like, it makes it really difficult to focus on one task because we're so used from jumping from emotion to emotion to emotion. So you might go to the gym and you feel happy in the gym, but then it's like, how long can you feel happy in the gym for before you need to jump to that next emotion? Because usually you spend 6 hours a day jumping from emotion to emotion every 10 seconds. Crazy. Like, it is actually crazy when you break it down like this, and it only really clicked in my mind after I watched Charlie Morgan's video, and I was like, wow. Like, he broke it down in such a way that was like, made this really easy to understand and like figure out what's going on when we watch short form content for like 6 hours a day. Like, and the thing is, like, some of you might sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch 5 minutes of content because I've just finished my tea. And then you sat at the plate with the plate in front of you and it's been like 2 hours. And all you intended to do was just sit there for 5 minutes after your tea and watch the content. But instead you got so hooked, it's like crack cocaine. And I think the thing is, with this as well, is like, if we compare it to gambling, for example, for a second, like, what are you doing when you're gambling? Like, you are putting money in the slot machine, you pull it, and each time you get an emotion. You pull it and you're excited, it lands on something you like, boom, you're happy, and then you pull it again, you're excited, it lands on something you don't like, and now you feel sad. So it's like, it's the same thing as gambling. And with gambling, it's like, we literally have helplines for gambling. It's like, how is this any different? You know what I mean? So I want to teach you how to actually use short form content to your advantage rather than allowing it to use you. So this is the big turning point for a lot of people. And this is where you go from being a consumer who's someone who literally just watches other people's content all day, like this is the thing you don't want to be doing. So let me just, that's not what you want to be. You don't want to be a consumer in today's day and age, especially not when there's so much money to be made on there. And like at the end of the day, like would you rather create content or would you rather go and work a job and earn your money that way? Like it's completely up to you. But we need to become creators. Stop being a consumer and start being a creator, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to use what's called TikTok Shop. It's newly released. I mean, I say new, it's been like maybe 2 or 3 years now that it's been out, but it's really starting to grow now and it's becoming a big opportunity for just the average everyday person. And just last week, me and my girlfriend was able to post videos on TikTok and make close to £1,000 in just 7 days, which is like, it's ridiculous, seriously. And I want to show you proof of that because I know there's a lot of people online that are fake, and we do post a lot of content on TikTok for specifically what I'm about to show you about. But so you can see here, last 7 days, 1.2 million views, £822. The conversion rate's a little bit low this week. Being a consumer versus being a creator. On this side, you can be a creator and you can either be a seller or you can be an affiliate. Right now we're working on our own product, so we are becoming a seller. But this is where I recommend all beginners start, is with affiliate, because the biggest thing about affiliate that everybody loves, and there's never been anything like this before, and when I say that, I mean it. Like, there's never been anything like this in terms of being able to make money from home without having to spend a single penny. Like, you don't have to spend any money. And that's the best part about it, is no money. If you don't have a penny to your name right now, you can still get started. All you need to do is start creating content. And that's why it's so attractive, because if we look at other business models, for example, if we look at dropshipping, if we look at Amazon FBA, if we look at cryptocurrency, if we look at, I don't know, those are the top 3 that people talk about, right? And all 3 of those require you to spend money either on advertising, so you've got ads, you've got inventory, which is product, and these are 2 main things that have been a big roadblock or hurdle for beginners in the past, is spending money on advertising to get customers and spending money on inventory to actually have a product to sell. Those are 2 hurdles that beginners have faced, whereas with affiliate now, you literally need £0, and all you need to do is go onto TikTok, find a product that somebody else created, so you won't even have to create your own product, you don't have to do any of this stuff, and you can just start selling it today, which is the craziest part about it. Let me just explain quickly how this actually works and how you can get involved with it. So right now on TikTok, you've got video, 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 video. So imagine these are 4 videos on TikTok, right? And the first video is some booty. You know, your feed is probably full of booty right now. And your second video is just something random. But then the 4th video over here is an ad. And not an ad in the usual sense where you have to spend money. It's a video that a normal everyday person has created for someone else's product. Damn. It's a video that somebody's created that blends into the feed nicely so that people still watch it, it's still entertaining, and they get paid a commission for every sale that comes from this video. So you've got product, you've got your video, let me just make it video, and then it goes onto a link that is attached to this video, and then that link is where the people buy the product, and then from there you get a commission for every sale that you get. Apologise for the terrible drawing, but that's how TikTok Shop works. It's very simple to do. You find a product, you create a video, you tag the product, you get sales, and you get a commission. Here's the thing that is different to a lot of these other business models that a lot of people don't talk about. Let me just break it down for you. Also, I just got this new whiteboard. What do you think of it? It's pretty cool, but I need like a spray because you can see all the different like markings on it and stuff when I'm writing. Here's the difference between these. So on this side, we need to get good at ads. We need to get good at video. We need to get good at website. We need to get good at product. We need to get good at branding. We have to utilize all these different things, right, when it comes to dropshipping, Amazon FBA, these other business models that you might be considering right now. Whereas if we come to TikTok Shop, here's the big difference with it, is the only thing you actually have to master is video. And if you can get good at video for TikTok Shop, like that's it. That's the only thing you need to do. And then you just need to focus on inputs, which is creating the videos and making them go viral, basically, which is something that I think people don't realize is a lot easier than you think on TikTok right now. And when you get it to the next level, for example, the 800 and whatever pound we made last week, that came from ads, but it was the brand that funded those ads. So we create a video for a brand, then they put money onto our video through ads and push it further. So like, you don't even have to go viral. You just have to build a relationship with these brands so that they put money behind your videos. Granted, one of the like catches there is you have to make good content for them to actually want to spend on it. But other than that, that's the other way to go viral. Now, I quickly want to give you like 5 actionable steps that you can actually go and do to just get started with being an affiliate on TikTok. So I know a lot of you are probably thinking like, what can I do right now to get started? So let me give you 5 tips. So these are going to be 5 simple steps that you can take right now to go and get started with TikTok Shop, literally today. So the first thing you need to do is actually get 500 followers, because to qualify for TikTok Shop, you need 500 followers. There's ways you can do this. I have a free course linked down below, which you can check out, and it will show you how to get there very quickly. This isn't a hurdle. If you quit because of this, then it was never meant for you anyway. The second thing you need to do when you get 500 followers is to pick out a product. And let me drop some source for you, because I know a lot of people are going to think, like, overthink this. Like, you've heard the terms winning product with dropshipping and all of that. It's not the same on TikTok. All I would do is make sure that a product has got 3,000 plus sales and it's got recent reviews. So like, people are buying this recently. It's not something that is, you know, been trending, had sales and died off. You want to make sure that it's got recent reviews and it's got good reviews as well. So it's like got 5-star reviews. As long as it ticks those 3 boxes, as well, no hidden fees or anything like that. So like, the shipping isn't more expensive than the product because you want it to convert well. But if you can just hit these 3 different things, then the thing you need to actually focus on is creating good content, because you have a good product, because you know it sells. But think about it like, can I create content for this product? Is this a product that I could talk about? That's the questions you need to ask yourself. And I tell a lot of people, like, pick a product you would use and you would buy, because it's going to be a lot easier to talk about, which is what we do. We have a product that is a lash serum. Obviously, it's not me promoting it, it's my girlfriend, but she actually uses the product, so it's really easy for us to talk about it. We've got a retainer with the brand. We pump out like so many videos a month for them. And yeah, so once you've got a product, the third thing you need to do is to create the content. But it doesn't end there. I'm going to give you some more advanced shit in a second, because once you start creating content, that is where it gets like kind of not tricky, but like, this is where you need to figure out what's working and what's not. So step number 4 is to analyze. Lol. I'm just going to continue around the word. Analyze. Pause. But yeah, next thing you need to do is analyze your videos, and the way you're going to do this is on every single video you will have a button in the bottom right corner that says more insights or more data. You want to click that and you want to look for watch time. It's going to give you an average watch time on your video. If you can get that average watch time to like 8 to 10 seconds, like, that's where we want to be aiming for, is like 8 to 10 seconds minimum. 8 to 10. Like that's where you want to be aiming, is 8 to 10 seconds on the watch time on average, because the thing that TikTok cares about the most is watch time. And if yours is higher and doubled with that you're getting sales, people are gonna, the algorithm is gonna push your video more. And this isn't guaranteed, this is just what we've seen and this is what we've heard and know works on other videos. So it's not a matter of like, if you do this, it will most definitely go viral. It just increases your chance. I feel like the algorithm is a bit sly, like it doesn't really give you everything you need, you know, like you kind of have to guess a little bit. But these are the things that we've seen work. Watch time, 8 to 10 seconds, like ramp it up as much as you can. And then there's a lot of tips and tricks that go into increasing your watch time, which if you want me to break down in another video, I can, just let me know. Number 5 is repeat 2 to 4. So on number 5, it's going to be very simple. You're going to repeat steps 2 to 4. You're going to pick a product, you're going to create content, you're going to analyze the videos. You're going to pick a product, create content, analyze the videos. And you might stick with the same product for a long time. What I recommend is if you have like 5, 10, even 15 products, it gets a lot easier to create content because you have more products, which allows you to have more video ideas, which is what I like. The hardest thing with TikTok Shop is probably coming up with the content ideas, which is why I always have a lot of products on hand, because if I can come up with one product idea per product and I've got 15 products, that's 15 video ideas, which is much easier to do than coming up with 15 video ideas for one product. So that would be the way that I would run it. Yeah, if you find this video useful, drop a subscribe on the video, drop a like, and let me know what you want to see next, because I can explain stuff like this more in depth.